Hi everybody, in this video, I will show you guys an amazing scalping strategy that will make you a ton of cash in the long run. This astonishing strategy works perfectly well in forex, stocks, crypto, and any other markets with high volume. I will explain the strategy and the indicators used in it in detail, and I'll also share some tips and tricks that will help your account size massively. So make sure you stay focused throughout the whole video so you don't miss anything important. If you guys want amazing free buy and sell trade, make sure to join my Telegram group. The link is in the description. So I'm in TradingView and I'm going to be using the Bitcoin chart in a 15-minute time frame. This is what our chart is going to look like when we're done setting up our indicators. I'll quickly clear the chart so that everything can be explained from the beginning. So for this strategy, we're going to use 3 free to use indicators. So for the first indicator, in the Indicators tab, we'll search for half trend and add this one by ever get to our chart. For the second indicator, we will need Chaikin volatility. It's going to be this one. And for the last indicator, we'll search for MACD 4C. It's going to be this one. We'll add it to our chart. These are all the indicators we'll need for this strategy. Now, we need to make some slight adjustments to these indicators. So let's first access the settings for half trend. In the Style section, we'll uncheck the following options. This will make our chart clean and easy to read. Now, let's make this striking volatility line more visible. For this, we'll access its settings and make this more prominent. And lastly, let's make this MACD a bit more visible as well. In its settings, we'll increase opacity for all the colors. After all these changes, our setup is complete and we can start trading using this strategy. Before we get into the rules for this trading strategy, let's quickly go through the main function each of these indicators play. The half trend indicator represents the trend indicator that draws zones based on moving average intersection. This indicator draws bearish and bullish invalidation zones on the chart and marks a trend shift. The green line represents the buy zone, while the red line represents the sell zone. Our second indicator, Chaikin's volatility indicator, compares the spread between a security's high and low prices, quantifying volatility as a widening of the range between the high and the low price. The third indicator we're using is MACD 4C. It is the indicator of the thriving traders in the market. Technical traders form the majority of the trade market. These traders use tools and indicators to understand the market and forecast upcoming reversals, trends, and price movement. Now we know the major roles these indicators play. So now let's get into our trading rules. For a buy signal to be valid, we first need to have a blue arrow appear on our half trend indicator. We can see we have a blue arrow here. Number 2, we want the MACD indicator to be colored in green. And for the third and final confirmation, we need to have sufficient volatility in the market. And for that, the Chaikin volatility indicator has to be sitting above 0. Once we have all these conditions fulfilled, we can enter a buy trade. So we'll enter this trade here. Our stop loss will be set at the recent swing low for buy trades. We'll exit a winning trade as soon as we have the price crossing and closing below this half trend line. Just like this one here, we can see the price crossed and closed below the half trend line. So we'll get out of a buy trade here. But keep in mind, when you get an exit signal, the trade must be profitable. We'll go through multiple examples for buy trade, but before that, let's go through the rules for entering a sell trade through this strategy. So for a sell trade, we first need to have a new bearish signal issued by our half trend indicator, which is going to be this red arrow. Also, the MACD histogram has to be red. And again, just like with buy trades, our Chaikin volatility indicator has to be greater than 0. We can see we have sufficient volume in the market to go ahead with this sell trade. So once we have all these conditions met, we're going to go ahead and take a sell position at this candle. We'll set our stop loss at the recent swing high, and we will close a winning trade as soon as we have the price crossing and closing above this half trend line, which will be right here. And you can see this would have been a profitable trade. We had an exit signal here as well, but this was not valid because our trade was not profitable here. So these are the rules for this strategy. This is an amazing strategy, but make sure you stay patient and pick your trades. Of course, every strategy issues some false signals, but you can stay away from these signals if you follow the rules and enter the trade only when all the explained rules are confirmed. For example, we can see here we got a blue buy signal from the half trend indicator. The histogram is also green, but we can see volume is not sufficient, so we'll stay away from this trade. Here we have another false signal. We can see we got a sell signal, but the histogram is green, so we will not enter this sell trade. So these small confirmations can save you from a lost trade. Now let's go through some more examples for both buy and sell trade. Here we have a good buy trade example. We got a buy signal, which is this blue arrow. After this, we'll see if the histogram is green, and we can see this rule is also confirmed. And for final confirmation, we can see we have sufficient volume. So we'll enter this trade and set our stop loss at the recent swing low. After this, we'll get out of this trade whenever we get an exit signal. As we can see here, the price crossed below the half trend line and our trade is profitable, so we'll exit here. Now, let's go through another sell trade example. Before that, if you guys want amazing free buy and sell trades, you can join my Telegram group. The link is in the description. So in this example, we see we got a sell signal here. The histogram is red and the volume is sufficient. So we'll get in this trade following the rules explained. And now we'll look for a valid exit signal. It's going to be this one, and we are in a profitable state. So we'll get out of this trade here. So basically, that's the gist of this strategy. If you guys want to make sure you make the most profit from a certain trade, you can also add another good indicator that gives valid exit signals that totally depend on you. So go ahead and test this strategy so you can understand the potential of this strategy yourself. If you guys liked this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching the video till the end. I'll see you guys in the next video.